What a nightcap this could prove to be. The Niners and the Seahawks underway here in the Thanksgiving finale. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game? You're playing a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. The Seahawks at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, it's Walker. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need 12 here. It's third down. Geno now to throw. And Walker has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
You look at this Niner defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league is sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Off of play action, here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how team... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of
No score after one on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. McCaffrey is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. On the ground, McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Geno. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at the 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. In motion goes McLeod. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal on the 5-yard line.
Here's Walker.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Walker once more.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. In motion goes McLeod. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Remaining in this first half of football.
A 46-yard attempt.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This one from 46 yards out.
Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of
being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's Samuel, caught left side. There he goes, left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
That's to McCaffrey, complete.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
First down, 49ers.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Samuel in motion. And you see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 2.
Seahawks 10. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Seattle Seahawks.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
20. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Myers' kick is good, and they take the lead out in front at 13-12.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
At their own 45-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. To him, it's incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
With it is Brown. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving.
Second and 5. Now they'll audible to something else.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
In motion goes McLeod. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal. At the 6-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Of 32 yards now.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Ayuk goes in motion.
He'll buy some time. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Wormley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A gain of 36 yards.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Purdy now to throw.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And throwing here, Purdy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Running left is Walker.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Smith going to throw it.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Play action. It's Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamal Adams, and this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That's to the rookie, Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 31.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off of play action, here's Smith. That is caught, and they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Smith.
He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditional is not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.